Hi there, welcome back to Tesla Electron. Keith and
Diane here.
We're off for a little R&R down in the Big Smoke, down to Sydney.
Big smoke.
And we've been really enjoying our Model 3. We've done a few Ks. I think we've done 7,500 kilometers since we purchased the vehicle back in September, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So it has been good. I've just done the latest update, and they've refreshed the screen really nicely. There are still some things that I think that they moved around that made it a little difficult. For an example, the driving mode, they've now removed from the front panel. You've actually got to click on the drive to actually go into that. I think that one would have been good to have stayed where it was, simply because it was easy to click on it. When I got in the car, I changed it to me. When Diane gets in the car, she changes it to her. The thing is, when we're both in the vehicle and we've both got our Tesla app going, it doesn't know who's who, and so it was really helpful to be able to switch those around, wasn't it? So yeah, it's been great. It's been a great vehicle. We've really enjoyed it. It has, the only glitch that I would say that the car has is the paintwork. The paintwork is atrocious. Very, very bad for the price of the vehicle. Unfortunately, I picked up the car on a rainy day, and of course I didn't see all the little dots on the black paintwork, but they really showed up once the nano coating, the ceramic coating, was put on. They really do stand out now, and of course now that the ceramic coating's on, I can't actually remove them. So yeah, so the paintwork is an issue. Maybe in a few years time, when it's got a bit of wear and tear on it, I'll think about getting the paintwork redone. But
Just get it hot pink or something.
get it hot pink. I'll probably get it wrapped. I'll just get it wrapped next time, I think. That way it's not so permanent, and it can be changed if I don't like it. So I think that will be my next attempt, will be getting it wrapped. Certainly not this year. The car, we think it's great. It drives great. It's relatively cheap to drive. On average, it's costing us probably $10 for a charge at home. That's from about 40% to 100%, about 10 bucks. We're paying 32 cents a kilowatt hour. I've been tracking it with my service provider, my energy provider, and it definitely is 32 cents a kilowatt hour, regardless of the time, day or night. I'm getting 8 cents a kilowatt hour back for the solar, so it's a very minute return, but it does add up. So over the 3 months, that equates to about $176 that I've gotten back on my electricity. So it's an offset. That's probably the best way I can look at it. I wouldn't do it if you think it's going to be of a financial benefit, but if you're trying to lower your footprint, your CO2 emissions and all of those kinds of things, and yeah, sure, that's 100%. It's well worthwhile doing, because although I'm only getting 8 cents a litre, 8 cents a kilowatt hour, the electricity company have gotten 2,300 kilowatt hours for that. So they're getting extraordinarily cheap power, but it is only in the daylight hours. We know how that works. Maybe in a couple of years we'll think about a battery, but again, I'm not doing that thinking that it's going to pay it off. It just won't. The cost far outweighs the return. But other than that, if you want to reduce your carbon footprint, you want to be more green, then absolutely, it's definitely the way to go. And within 5 years or so, I suspect that an EV will be cheaper anyway than an ICE car. They're already reduced. In the last 10 years, lithium-ion batteries have decreased in price by 90%. That's remarkable. Just Google it if you want to verify. Just Google it. That's pretty straightforward. So you can imagine, I'm not going to say that they'll do another 90% in another 5 years or 10 years, but say they do another 30% or another 40% in 5 years. Then you've really got your that crossover point between petrol, diesel or electricity as being valuable. You'll do a lot more kilometers on a charge. I saw the electric Viking the other day. Shout out to the electric Viking. He had a YouTube the other day where he's bought himself a, it wasn't the Arcomoto, it was the other three-wheel Aptera, was it? One of those three-wheelers, and it will basically charge itself. That's where we're going. We're going to vehicles that will ultimately charge themselves, and if they don't charge themselves, they'll charge themselves off a solar grid. So it's all very exciting. We're moving forward slowly but surely. You know, people like us are the bleeding edge somewhat of the technology, and so there are issues, of course, but somebody's got to pay to see the adoption of the technology, and so I'm happy to be counted among those people who might be able to help to reduce the CO2 emissions on the planet. So I'll talk to you again soon. Happy charging, and I'll catch you again later. Bye.